How we doing, guys? It's Jacob with Hit Stop with another video. Just pulled up here to the gym. It is October 22nd, 2025. Gonna go in here and do a little cardio. Probably do an hour on the air assault bike. And let's see. Yeah. I was that's another thing I was going to talk about other than the cardio, but so I talked to the Cajun yesterday, my buddy that I'm doing this journey with, and we come to the conclusion we're going to do 35 more days of eating in a deficit, and then we're just going to call it right there. And whatever we're at the end of 35 days, we're going to start bulking. For me, it's weighing on me psychologically too much, which I didn't know was possible because I'm a fairly strong-minded individual. But this diet, I think I've just reached a breaking point in it, and I can't go more than, like, I think when I got home from this trip, I went 8 days straight. Got down to 172 and even 170 at one point, and then on a Saturday, which would have been about 10 days after I got home, I guess, went off the rails. Went off the rails the day after on Sunday, and then that following Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then most of the day of Thursday, I did real good. And then late Thursday, Friday, and Saturday last week went off the rails again. And let's see. So then Sunday and Monday of this week, I did good. Yesterday, not so good. Today is today Wednesday already? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Anyway, so yeah, we talked a little bit, and he's down there pretty close to where he's about leaned out now. So we got one more week till we go back to the boat, and then 4 weeks on the boat, of course. And so whatever we're at the end of that, we're just gonna start building muscle then, because it's gonna take everything I got in me to continue on with this deficit just until then. And I got to commend him. He's done really, really, really well. He's had a few days here and there where he's kind of controlled. He's went off the rails, but he hasn't hit that, like, binge eating yet, which I don't think he will, because we only got 5 weeks left. So I don't foresee him doing that. He's going to hang in there, and he had a lot farther to go than I did. He's around 210 right now, and he was at 300, so he's lost 90 pounds. And let's see, I was 240 in January. It's going on November, and now I'm 180, I guess you could say. So definitely come a long way. Just trying to course correct before it gets out of control, as far as being burnt out, I guess. But so I don't even know if I got a goal weight in mind at the end of this 5 weeks. I'm just kind of looking to get through it. I know that we were at 172. We were pretty lean. 169 was a pretty big difference between there and 172. And of course, when I get on the boat, we'll be hooked up so busy, that the weight's just going to fall right off, basically, the fat. And with me doing the cardio on the days that I don't lift at home, and then also jiu-jitsu, then you know, able to keep a grip on it. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to give that little update there. I haven't done so well over the last couple of months on the diet. Last time I was on the boat, I think, is when I really hit the breaking point, because I haven't stayed consistent since then. But yeah, I would just say, for anybody that's watching, if you are looking at maybe getting into a calorie deficit or a diet, just be careful with it, and don't let it take over you. Take your state of mind over. Don't allow it to delve into that, because it's no fun. And don't wrap your self-worth up in the process. Don't wrap your identity up into it. And maybe not everybody experiences the burnout or the fatigue. I don't know. Maybe it's just a certain percentage of people that do it, or that go through it, or whatever. But I'd say just be careful with it, and if you see any signs of it, then just be careful. There's a couple things you can do. You can like, if you feel like you've made it to that point where you're just psychologically burnt out, you don't even want to think about measuring anything or weighing anything out, or counting your calories or looking at the scale or anything like that, and it's just got a grip on you mentally. Instead of eating in the deficit, you can just kind of switch over to maintenance, which is what I should have done last time I was on the boat, and that was my plan. Once I got down to 169, I was going to switch over to maintenance and then just try to maintain for a little while. But I didn't do that. I ended up instantly going off the rails, and then I had those 8 days out of 28 where I ate real bad. But that's one thing you can do. That's probably the best thing you could do, I would say, is switch to a maintenance. That way you're getting a little more calories in your body and giving your body what it actually needs, at least, and you won't be gaining any weight. So you're going to stall your progress on your diet in a little bit, but it can reset you psychologically. Another thing you can do, which I'm not going to do this, but I actually watched a video on it the other day. That Dr. Mike, he's a real prominent figure on YouTube about fitness, but bald-headed guy, jacked, but he was talking about this exact thing, about the diet fatigue, and the thing he said was you could switch over to maintenance, or the second thing you could do, and this is all dependent upon how far along you are in the process of diet fatigue or whatever. But you could switch over to maintenance, which would be the preferred method, so that way you're not really losing any progress, you're just stalling it for a little while. But then you can also go over to something where it's just a total psychological reset. So it's like 2 to 4 months, or whatever your body needs or decides is long enough time, but you basically just eat what you want. Just don't even count anything. Don't worry about the scale, anything like that. Now, the obvious problem with this is you're going to gain weight over that period of time, but it can reset you psychologically as well. So that's not really, that'd be like a kind of a last resort thing. That's like borderline eating disorder type treatment, I guess. But anyway, I know I got a few people, people in my friends group that's going through their dieting, and I'd say just keep pushing. I know you guys watch my videos. Thank you for watching. So we've got, me and the Cajun, we got 5 weeks left. So that's something to look forward to. Up until this point, we haven't really put an end or had a deadline on the when we're going to stop the deficit. There has been a time or two where I've actually stopped it, which was last time I was on the boat. I know for sure when I was down to 169, I was just so weak that I had to eat something. That's when I went off the rails. But I didn't have a deadline, a set deadline, even then. But now, since we talked yesterday, and he's done a little research, and he's talked to somebody about, what he should be doing. He should be trying to put on some muscle. He's down there far enough now where he can start thinking about that. So we just ended up deciding we're going to put a ribbon on this deficit in 5 weeks. So yeah. So I'm going to try everything I can to stick with it and not backslide. And for those of you guys that are dieting, keep at it. If you got any comments or questions, put them down in the comments. I appreciate you guys for watching my videos, and just stick with it, and you'll see positive results. Just don't let it burn you out, I guess is what I would say. But anyway, go check out TikTok, which is HitStop, YouTube HitStop 98. I got to upload a chest and back workout still. I've yet to do that. We did that yesterday on the 21st. So I've got to upload that once I get it put together and edited. And then, let's see, we'll do a physique check today too. So I'm going to go in here and bang out this cardio. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.